led to him marrying?
No, not marrying. I'm talking about pre-marital.
Sorry, my bad.
Pre-marital.
That was the thing.
Remember what I said to him?
Yeah.
I said to him, your situation could have gone smoothly without any harm. Why did I say that? I said Islam, when it sets a rule, it has to be a general rule. Does not look. You get the point. So if this situation, I'm explaining. So if this discussion did not do that, a different discussion might. Person who's spoken to a girl might have other intention in his mind. A girl speaking to the guy, Therefore, Islam sets a certain a general rule.
With respect, I heard that. That makes sense. Everyone has the same right. What I'm saying is, was the contention here or the worry, so to speak, that this could have led to premarital sex? That's what I've got from yourself.
The worry
about the should.
The worry is the following.
Okay.
There is an Islamic command, right? There is an Islamic command. The Muslims must abide by the Islamic commands if it's a general rule for everyone. The consequences, whether they take place or not, is not the reason why this act is impermissible. Yeah, that's fine. So should we move away from this guy? It's better we move away if you want to talk, yeah? If you want to talk, because let's move to some quiet place, man. We don't need the G words, yeah?
Too much.
Yeah. Let's go there in the middle here. Here, just come here. Or here? Here's enough, yeah. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, sorry. Coming back to
why all the cameras are out?
Yeah. No, I didn't ask. Did I ask anything? I was talking to you without cameras. Is that true or not?
I didn't hear you. Say it again.
I was talking to you without any cameras.
Yeah, of course.
They came. I didn't tell them to come.
But you let them put that on you.
They usually do it. And they do it for the sake of spending that knowledge that you're saying you're gaining. You're saying to me, I'm gaining knowledge, right?
I'm learning about your perspective.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Other people might want to learn as well. So that's their goal, basically.
Yeah.
If you're not comfortable, you can tell them you're not comfortable. They can just film me.
Yeah, I prefer not to be on camera, to be honest.
This is
I'm not
about
here to debate this, man.
Yeah. I'm not debating as well.
You can him,
I'm not debating as well.
If he says it's okay, yeah.
I don't mind. Can do whatever you want, man. Look.
I'm the stop now.
Yeah. Let's come back to it. There's a problem. This is what happens now. You know. Look, coming back to what I was saying. Yeah. The reason. There is something called moral consequentialism. That morals are based on the consequences. If there is consequences, then it's immoral. Do you get the point? If there is no consequences, it's moral. That's not our view, which is what you were thinking about. Is that consequence the reason it's haram? We don't say that. We say it is impermissible, immoral, because God has stipulated that this general rule is immoral for women or for men, whatever general rule it is, right? You get the point? Therefore, that is what I was telling the sister, that there is a general rule and we Muslims must abide by the general rules that are there, not because of the consequences. She was talking about the consequences, and that was the issue. Our position is not moral consequentialism. Our position is that we know Allah is the most wise. Allah is the most knowledgeable. Allah knows about your psychology and my psychology more than anyone would know. Just like that. Sorry?
Carry on.
Sorry?
You could have had a revert.
If we would have I'll tell you something very, very beautiful that you just said. Yeah, you said you could have. In Islam, we don't have the word could have. We have if something was destined, it will take place. And why would your conversation with her make you a convert? But your conversation with another person is not going to make you a convert.
She might have just said something. Just said Allah might have inspired her.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, very beautifully, He says, سنريهم آياتنا في الآفاق وفي أنفسهم حتى يتبين لهم أنه الحق. We will show them our signs within the horizon and within themselves until it's clear to them that is the truth. So these signs, if they came to you today, if they didn't come to you today, they will come to you tomorrow. If they didn't come to you tomorrow, they'll come to you after tomorrow. If they didn't come to you that way, they'll come that way. But what you're saying now is another point. You're saying that ends justifies the means. That's the position that represents. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But if it even was true, that would necessitate that you're saying the ends justify the means, which you don't agree with. Just because the ends is good does not mean I can use a wrong method in order for me to read. Do you get the point?
Yeah,
so even if that was the case, she is as well. She's Muslim as well. Like,
I'm still like, maybe it's me, I don't know, but I still feel like I have just a clear answer. I just want to hear. Okay, so somewhere in Islam it says obviously a man should.
Should I repeat the answer quickly for you so you can see?
Right?
In Islam,
what I'm asking you is,
I'll summarize for you.
Why should? That's all I'm asking. Why should?
Why
did Allah say it should be like that?
I'll summarize for you.
Okay.
I'll summarize for you. Now, in Islam, as I said to you, there is a default position of something. a default position of certain things in Islam. For instance, there is a default position that a da'i should give da'wah to a male like him, right? And a da'i, that's what I said to you. I'm just repeating what I said before. You're not let me finish what I'm saying, right? And a woman, I give you the answer, but you're not satisfied with it. That's why I'm going to repeat it to you. Look, a man.
Okay, tell me when it is the answer.
I will.
I'm genuinely. Like,
yeah, I will. I know. I will.
Tell me when it is the answer.
I will.
Okay, cool.
I will. Don't worry. Patience is the key.
If I missed it, then must.
Don't worry. I'll repeat it for you. General position is a man gives da'wah to a man, a woman gives da'wah to a woman. Unless there is a necessity or there is no man or there is woman and there is no fear of fitna, no fear of something happening between the two, impermissible, right? That is the default position, right? If there is no necessity, then we say that this situation must not take place, right? But if there is a necessity, then it becomes permissible. So it's not a black and white thing with a yes or no. It's the first thing. The answer to what you said is this. I said to you, the reason we say we shouldn't do it is because Allah said so. As simple as that. Allah legislates morals in Islam. Do you get the point? Where is our source of morality?
Okay, but can I respond to that? So you just said that is the reason. So
the reason is morality comes from Allah,
no,
and Allah said so.
To be clear, so what you're saying is God said so, so therefore that's it. That's the answer.
When it comes to morality, yes.
No, I mean talk about this specific.
Yeah. It's a moral issue. It's a moral issue. Yes.
So it explicitly says somewhere in Islam that a man shouldn't speak to a man.
It explicitly says, the Prophet ﷺ, he said, لا يخلون رجل بامرئة إلا مع ذي محرم. A man should not be alone with a woman except with a mihram. A mihram is a closely related.
So it's not about dawah per se.
It's not about da'wah per se, no. It's a general rule. So,
this is what I was asking.
Oh yeah, you didn't say that. So it's
no, I said about this
rule.
situation. I said
this situation is a da'wah situation.
I said a man can have to give da'wah to a man. I did say that, brother. And a woman has to give da'wah to a woman.
You're asking about da'wah. You're asking about da'wah.
Yeah, I did say that.
Yeah, but I'm saying to you is a general rule outside of da'wah. You said that's what I was asking, but your question was specific to da'wah. It's not a general. Yeah. So I was answering based on that.
Why, obviously, as we both are trying to understand why she got taken away.
Yes.
So I'm just asking why.
So the same rule applies outside. There is a necessity for free mixing outside da'wah as well. You get the point? Then it takes place. If there is no necessity, it doesn't take place. The same ruling, by the way, whether it's outside or whether it's in the da'wah, is the same ruling. Right?
Can I?
Now I want to ask you a question. You ask a lot of questions, but go ahead, ask me what you want to say.
Because I still don't have an answer, brother. I know you think you gave me an answer.
I think you're not satisfied with the answer. That's what I think.
No, but the answer, it's not an answer though.
Do you think? Can I ask him a question?
Can I just
do you think? One second. Do you think I gave him an answer?
You just said.
I kind of lost it a bit.
Oh, okay, no problem. Your mind is somewhere else, yeah?
I was wondering.
Bro,
okay.
I was talking.
Yes.
You just said a man. Okay, Allah said a man shouldn't be alone with a woman. Is it premarital? Did you say?
Point is, my brother. What's your name?
Sorry, I'm trying to get.
What's your name, my brother?
1 second. I'm trying to get to the point that you said something I wasn't talking about. You said that man can't be.
And I have a point before that.
Man can't be alone with a woman, but I wasn't just saying about. Didn't I say per se? I said the word per se. You hear on the cameras. So you said no, yeah, per se. But I was talking about specifically.
What do you mean per se?
As in, just in general, like in general, a man can't be with a woman.
Not any woman.
Yeah.
Okay. The problem is.
So the last thing
okay, finish your question. Finish your question.
Okay.
I'll let you finish your question.
Just to make it really clear about what I'm trying to say. I hear you.
Okay.
But you're not responding to what I
make your question. Make your question.
So, in a simple fact of this.
Yes.
I spoke to him, so I can put you on for a second. He shouldn't touch fire because it would burn him, right? That's a should. Yeah, if he doesn't want to be burned, he shouldn't touch fire. Should. That's the clear should.
That's your position, not my position.
Not just because. No, literally, if you don't want to be burned, you don't touch fire.
That's consequentialism, which I already spoke about. But I don't think you were listening, my brother.
If someone doesn't want to be burnt by fire, then don't touch fire. It's very simple.
That's your position, yeah.
Yeah, cool. Okay. Right? Therefore, so that's a should. Not just I'm saying it, it's literally true. If he doesn't want to be burnt by fire... Okay.
I'm trying to get your question, so I answer it.
That's why I'm asking you. So you said should. The man shouldn't talk to the woman or give dawah to the woman. The woman shouldn't give dawah to the man. So I'm asking, what is the should? What is the clear should? All I've got from you so far, which is fine. If this is what it is, then what's what it is. All I've got from you so far is Allah said so. If that's the answer, then okay.
What do you mean a clear should?
Huh?
What do you mean a clear should?
Like I just said, if he doesn't want to get his hand burnt by fire, then he should not touch fire with his hand.
Okay.
It's a clear should.
Sure.
So what is the should? I'm asking for, because you use the word should. If you want to take it back, that's fine. But you use the word should.
I already.
So what is the should of why the woman should give dawah to the man?
Are you done?
That makes sense.
Are you done?
Yeah, but does it make sense?
It does. It does make sense. It does make sense.
Then I'm done.
You're listening, my brother. You're listening as well. Yeah. He said to me, why? And by the way, I'm going to repeat the question for the third time. I'll tell you why I'm going to repeat the answer for the third time to show that if someone else is listening, he would say I answered, even though you're saying I haven't, which I have. And coming back to what I say, why the should is there? I said basically, Muslims get their morality from the Creator, right? We can see wisdoms behind morals, the consequences that you're talking about, but it's not per se why we have a halal or haram. It's not why we have permissible or impermissible necessarily because there is a bad consequences. No. If Allah in Islam, that's what we believe as Muslims. If Allah says something is impermissible, Allah knows the consequences. Allah knows whether that is harmful or not harmful for an individual. Therefore, just by Allah legislating the act, the moral act, we abide by it and we follow it. Yes, just because Allah said so, then we shouldn't.
That is the answer.
But I'm repeating the third time, that's what I'm saying.
But is that the answer?
That's the answer,
okay.
yes. Now let me just... Let me finish your answer then.
Said so. Okay.
I said that one, by the way.
No, you haven't said it.
I said it. Maybe not, the camera was here, but I said it. Or maybe it was here.
There's no need to argue about that, fine.
Yeah, sure. It's not a big point. You're right. Now coming back to what I'm saying. Problem is you're seeing things from a consequentialist point of view. You're saying if he touches fire, he shouldn't touch fire because fire will burn him.
If he doesn't want to burn himself.
Yes, and that's the consequence. That's not before doing the act, that's the consequence of after doing the act, that you will get burned. In Islam, it's not necessarily that there is a bad consequence, therefore we say, therefore that action is impermissible.
I know you think I didn't understand that, but I really did.
So I'm repeating it, maybe because you said I don't understand.
That's nothing to do with, like, that you're talking about Islam, that's fine.
Yeah.
With respect,
I'm giving my
talking
position,
about this specific thing. Yeah, I'm good.
It's in Islam that specific thing, isn't it?
Now. It's just because
Sure.
Okay,
Good. Now let me ask you this question in contrast, yeah? Now, where do you get your morality from?
No way am I going to debate with all these cameras about, no way.
So, bro, you were happy asking me questions, so let's start asking you questions.
I didn't want to be on camera. I said I didn't want to camera.
No, but you're not on camera, it's on me, isn't it? You're not on camera.
If you have a 5-hour debate without the cameras, I don't mind. I'm literally saying I don't.
But it's not on camera, though. You're not on camera.
Yeah, but my voice is. And I don't
but they don't see you.
Yeah,
okay, that's fine. It's your position.
If you want to debate
it's all right.
about Islam, about
I'm not here
what
to
is the
debate.
truth of reality,
I'm not here to debate.
We can do that somewhere. And all I'm saying is not on camera.
Sure. Let me clarify my position. I don't come to the park. I don't come to the park to debate.
And everyone can come as well.
I don't know what was really funny, but because I don't see anyone laughing. But look, I'm not here to debate.
If I find something funny, that I find something funny.
That's fine.
What's that about?
That's why I said I don't know what's funny.
Why does everyone else have to laugh? That's just ridiculous.
That's why I said I don't know what's funny. I didn't say
you want to know why?
No. I said I don't.
Why say that?
Did you let me speak?
Yeah,
I said I don't.
These underhanded digs, it's just ridiculous.
Okay, sure. That's your position. That's your opinion.
No one else laughed.
Sure. You got upset, baby. You got a bit offended. I apologize if you got offended. It was not the point to hurt your feelings. But the point I was trying.
No, but I said I'm done. Honestly, I said I'm done.
That's fine. Okay,
Allah said so. That was the answer. That's all I asked for.
No problem, man. Khalas, no problem. No issues. No issues. There's no issues. Then I will move.
I will. Someone else if you want to.
I will. Yeah.
And I said if you want to talk about the truth of reality, which includes obviously God, we can do it 100%. I'm just saying not on these cameras.
Sure.
You can literally go over there right now and do it.
Are you done? Okay. The problem is when I speak, you interrupt what I say.
You're just waiting to reply to something. That means you're not really listening.
Can I repeat? Should I repeat what you said? If you want to debate about the reality of Islam, we should move over there. I'll spend 5 hours debating you. I'm listening to you, my brother.
Yeah, but it's listening.
Don't claim I'm not listening.
Listening
now you're changing your position. Yeah? You said you're not listening.
Why doesn't he go over there?
I just said I don't want to be in camera. That's what I said.
He doesn't want to be in camera.
So then that's fine.
We spoke a long time ago. That's interesting.
The point is, my brother.
Maybe not.
The point is, my brother is, he came and he asked me a question, right? He did not have an issue discussing about his issue on camera. His voice was there. People heard him. But why when he came to me wanting to ask him a question about his moral principles, he started saying, my brother, we should go move away from... I don't mind, by the way, speaking off camera. I don't mind. Yeah. That's fine. We can talk off camera another time if he likes. There's no issues. Sorry?
Not now?
Speak with this brother. He's here. He's listening as well.
Oh,
yeah. Once we're done, because he seems he's listening and he likes to listen. He wants to listen as well, right?
Yeah, I love to.
What do you think about morality personally? Where do you get your morality from?
You
just want to listen as well. Okay, no problem. We're not going to force anyone to speak, you know. Yeah, okay. The point I was trying to make to him is the following, right? If you are willing to ask a person a question on camera, your voice is on camera, why is it different and inconsistent when someone else wants to ask you a question about your position? So you're willing to question someone, ask him questions about what he believes, and he can answer you on camera. Why is it different when he wants to ask you about your position, right? If you're afraid, maybe you'll say something wrong on camera, that's fine. You can say, I'm afraid, I'm going to say something wrong on camera, right? But he was asking me questions about my discussion on this, right? Anyways, just to conclude what I was saying, did you get our Islamic point of view when it comes to a man and a woman? Yeah. In Islam, we get our morals from Allah, from the creator of the heavens and the earth, right? Allah legislates morals for the people, right? Whatever Allah says is moral, therefore we follow it as a basis of morality, because Allah is good. Therefore what He commands is goodness. What He commands is mercy, right? So we follow based on Allah's command. Now, it's not per se consequences for us, what is going to happen in the afterlife, what is not going to happen in the afterlife, but it's because we know who Allah is. If you know, like your father, when he gives you advice, you know your father had a life experience, he experienced things, he knows more than you about the good and the bad, about the life experience. So you take advice from an older person or your father based on that, right? Now we have the highest example, which is the Creator. Absolute knowledge, absolute wisdom. So when He commands something, we follow it based on that. Do you know anything about Islam? Like the basic, little bit. Muslims believe in one Creator, right? We call the Creator Allah. Allah is just the Arabic word for God, for the Creator. Allah has a specific description. He's not like His creation. He's not a man. He's not a woman. He did not die on a cross, right? He did not walk with human beings and eat food like human beings eat food, right? Allah was always transcendent, was always above and beyond His creation. You believe you're responsible for your actions and deeds, because this life is a test. You could choose to do the good or you could choose to do the evil. And based on the choices you make, there will be consequences in the afterlife, right? If you do good, you will be rewarded. If you do bad, you will be punished. That's the ultimate justice of the Creator who created everyone, right? And Allah is not within or like His creation. Meaning, if you see an idol, picture, an image, Allah is not like that. And Allah is not that, right? Allah is the one who created all of that. That's the Creator that Muslims believe in. Do we believe in prophets? Allah sends prophets and messengers to Allah. You heard about Jesus, Moses, Noah, Abraham, and different prophets, right? These are prophets sent by the Creator with one message. One message is to know Allah, to recognize Allah as the Creator, and to devote all your acts of worship to Him, not to creation, because He's the one who gave you what you have. We believe the previous scriptures was changed. So like there was previous prophets, He came with the revelation, but it was changed and corrupted throughout the time. Allah said He left the job of preservation of these scriptures for the scholars, like the rabbis, the priests. They said this upon you to preserve. That's a test. The people changed it for their own benefit, gain, and worldly desires, and having money in their pocket. Allah sent the last and final revelation, which is the Quran, that we believe in as Muslims, and He said He's going to preserve it till the end of time. And the Quran has evidences to prove it's coming from that Creator, from that one who made everything. And in Islam, you'll not find problems with racism, you'll not find social problems. Islam, the Prophet ﷺ, before his death, in his last ceremony, he said, there's no difference between an Arab and an Arab, a black and a white, right? I personally never knew anything about racism in reality until I came to this country. Back when I was living in different places. I lived in Egypt, right? In Egypt, I've never seen anything called racism. You get the point? Egypt is North Africa, right? And there is people who are darker in skin, lighter in skin, everything. We're just people. When you come here to the West, you realize these kind of things about racism and non-racism. But you never see it in an Islamic point of view. So have you read the Quran before?
No.
You haven't. Should I give you a copy for free to read?
No.
You don't want to read it? Sorry? You don't want to read the Quran?
I did not.
Oh, sure. I'm asking. You have 2 copies. So you should start reading it, you know? Yeah. Assalamu alaikum. Yeah, barakallah feek, barakallah feek. So, do you agree? What do you think is the most important thing in this life? From your position?
Remember that I don't want to.
You don't want to engage, yeah, that's all right. Tell you something, from our point of view as Muslims, the most important thing in this life is that the afterlife is going to come. If I'm traveling, right, and I'm transiting to a country and then going to another country, right, I'm going to stay there for 2-3 hours until I take the next plane, right? When I arrive to that destination, I'm not going to start building houses and making businesses because I'm going to leave, right, in 2-3 hours. This life we're going to leave as well. The only thing certain in this life is death, right? It's going to come one day. So because we believe that's the most certain thing, we think it's the most important thing. Do a research, not just about Islam. I'm not saying come to Islam, follow Islam only and do that. That's my position, what I believe is the truth. But I want you to do your research. I want you to take your journey. You're listening, that's good. That's a perfect step towards that, right? Listening to different people, seeing what makes sense, but also reading the scripture. Do you know why? Because a Muslim can tell you something, another Muslim can tell you something, another Muslim. One of these two people can be wrong, can be misrepresenting his faith. If you read the book, then you have no misrepresentation, isn't it? Because that's what the Creator himself said, right? So it's good to listen, but it's even better to read the book. Whenever you have time, whenever you have free time, and we're here, if you want to have any questions, if you want to ask about anything, I'm happy to answer, you know, off camera, because I know people have problems with camera. I have a problem with camera as well, you know, but it just comes, you know. So I still do. When you say you used to have a problem with camera, in what sense do you mean that? I'll tell you something. I don't want to mention this on camera because the problem is what I do in my personal life. Sunday is what, 2, 3, 4 hours I spend here. By the way, I don't spend the whole day here. I have things to do, right? 2, 3 hours I'm gonna go, even though people will be here. I just come here to see the brothers that I know, right? The cameras, they come by themselves. And the point is this. I always hated the camera for a reason. In Islam, we have something which is the actions, right? The actions are valid only with the correct intentions. Which means if I'm doing this for views or for people to see me or for people to say this person is good or this or that, then all my deeds are not there. It's like I've done anything. I just had a chat and walked away, actually, you know? In fact, you get sin because you associate in your worship with the Creator. So that's a huge issue. If we have it, and everyone can fall to it, then it's a big, huge issue. Some brothers, they say the cameras, they will spread the knowledge out there more and things like that. To me, I prefer it without cameras, 100%. But they do have a point as well, that discussions go out there, more people listen and things like that. If you think I'm doing it for the camera, we stop the camera now, we have a discussion, me and you. If you want to engage out of camera, straight away I'm going to stop the cameras, right? Because to me, it's not the deal. And as I said, on the side, off camera, if you have any questions, you can come back and you can talk to me. Trust me, I speak to majority of the people here off camera. And if I speak to a person on camera, it's only once. To see whether that person is sincerely want to discuss it or not. Later on, you can speak off camera all we want, you know? And I hope I didn't offend you in any way or try to force, I was not trying to force anything on you, right? So just think about these things, and if it makes sense, it makes sense, right? If you have any questions, come back. Pleasure talking to you, man, yeah? Nice talking to you. Thank you for your time. Thank you. Hey. I got rid of the whole discussion over this kind of camera thing. Come on, man, like. I have actually. What? Do you know it's that, yeah. It has the that means it's there's somebody's coming
first time I'm here, but I've been following him for there shouldn't be a why are you not reading? Why are you not reading? I'm here to listen, but not your people to rubbish. So, my people are telling from the Quran that your Quran says kill Jews and Christians wherever you
اتكلم عن الاجر فصور معايا. اوكي محمد تايتل ده ما عجبتني هذا الدسكشن كويس عشان الراجل ده انا عارفه ما سنسير.